Psychopath, the appreciation of beauty. I understand beauty. I do not do so in the way that you necessarily do, for I am detached and appreciate beauty in its many forms in an intellectual fashion. Many of you often ask me, "What do you feel, H.G., when you listen to music, take in a view, or regard a beautiful person?" I shall explain this to you purely from my psychopathic perspective, which is devoid of emotion, attachment, or connection to enable you to understand. The intellectual appreciation of beauty demonstrates the capacity for the human mind to discern and interpret the aesthetic qualities of the world around us. It is a thoughtful examination of the elements that evoke a sense of wonder and admiration. When observing a captivating piece of art, listening to a haunting melody, or witnessing the breathtaking spectacle of nature, it is an emotional response that elevates your connection to beauty. It is in those moments that I understand that your hearts quicken, and an indescribable feeling washes over you, transcending mere intellectual appreciation. You may find yourself moved to tears, your spirits uplifted, or those souls you talk so often about resonating with an ineffable harmony. With art, I dissect the technical aspects of a painting, analyzing the brushstrokes, color palette, and composition. In the realm of music, the intellectual mind unravels the intricacies of melody, harmony, and rhythm, analyzing the technical prowess of the musicians involved. Nature, with its grandeur and intricate details, beckons the viewer to marvel at its wonders. I am readily able to explain the geological formations, the intricate interplay of ecosystem components, or the scientific marvels of the natural world. Standing amidst towering mountains, walking along a tranquil shoreline, or gazing up at a star-filled sky, you are moved by a sense of awe and interconnectedness. None of that applies to me. The intellectual appreciation of beauty is undoubtedly valuable, as it allows us to recognize and analyze the components that make something aesthetically pleasing. It provides us with a language to communicate and share our interpretations of beauty with others. The intellectual appreciation of beauty is an intriguing sphere that intertwines aesthetics, philosophy, psychology, and culture. It transcends beyond the immediate sensory experience and ventures into the profound understanding and interpretation of beauty as it exists across a spectrum of context and categories, including nature, arts, mathematics, and even in the human form. The concept of beauty has been of interest to philosophers since antiquity, from Plato and Aristotle to Kant and Hume. Plato, for instance, viewed beauty as an ideal form, a perfect archetype that mortal things could aspire to emulate. Aristotle, on the other hand, saw beauty as a harmony of parts working together in unity. In the 18th century, Immanuel Kant expounded on the intellectual appreciation of beauty in his critique of judgment. According to Kant, the judgment of beauty is subjective yet universal. It is an immediate response that does not rely on concepts, but it also demands a consensus. This paradox illustrates the complexity of beauty. It is both an individual experience and a social phenomenon. My appreciation of beauty also extends to the realm of psychology. Evolutionary psychologists propose that our sense of beauty has roots in our survival instincts. They argue that humans are wired to appreciate certain landscapes, sounds, and forms because they once signaled the presence of resources or mates. For example, lush landscapes may be seen as beautiful because they suggest the availability of food and water. From the perspective of cognitive psychology, the appreciation of beauty involves perceptual and cognitive processes, including pattern recognition, symmetry detection, and the processing of complexity. When viewing a beautiful painting or listening to a beautiful symphony, my mind engages in a dynamic process of analyzing and synthesizing information. The more I understand the artwork, the deeper my appreciation. Art and beauty are deeply intertwined. Artists are often seen as creators of beauty, and their works as expressions of beauty. However, the appreciation of art requires more than a mere recognition of its beauty. It involves understanding the artist's intent, the historical and cultural context, the symbolism and metaphors, and the techniques and materials used. The intellectual appreciation of art is a journey of discovery, a quest for meaning, a dialogue between the viewer and the artwork. Beauty is also found in the realm of mathematics. Many mathematicians describe their work in terms of beauty, referring to the elegance of proofs, the simplicity of solutions, and the symmetry of structures. The appreciation of mathematical beauty requires a deep understanding of mathematical concepts and principles. It is a beauty that is not immediately accessible to the senses, but is to the intellect. This appreciation of beauty in the human form is another fascinating area. Throughout history, different cultures have had different standards and ideals of human beauty. These standards reflect societal values, beliefs, and norms. Understanding these standards and their implication helps appreciate human beauty in a broader and deeper sense. My appreciation of beauty is a rich and multifaceted phenomenon. It involves not only sensory perception, but also cognitive processing, cultural understanding, and philosophical reflection. It is a testament to the complexity of the human mind and richness of human experiences. The beauty that is perceived and appreciated is a mirror of ourselves. From my detached perspective, the appreciation of the beauty of a woman unveils a captivating realm of visual aesthetics and inherent physical intricacies. By observing and analyzing the various elements that compose a woman's appearance, one can attain an intellectual understanding of the profound allure that lies within. The beauty of women can be perceived through a scholarly lens, examining facial features such as symmetry, proportions, and the interplay of light and shadow. The eyes, the windows to so much, can be studied for their shape, colour, and expressiveness. Likewise, the delicate curve of the nose, the gentle arch of eyebrows, and the contouring of cheekbones contribute to the overall harmony and appeal. The aesthetic appreciation further navigates to the grace and elegance inherent in woman's physical form. The contours, curves, and lines that sculpt her body possess a captivating allure, playing with the interplay of proportion and harmony. The intellectual mind discerns the pleasing balance of shape and symmetry, noting the delightful rhythm that defines a woman's physique. There is an appreciation for the meticulous artistry involved in grooming. The deliberate choices made in hairstyle, makeup, and wardrobe unfold a visual narrative. The intellectual eye acknowledges the thought put into each detail, from the way cascading locks frame the face to the colours and textures that enhance natural beauty. Cultural aspects also play a pivotal role in appreciating the beauty of women intellectually. The study of historical trends in fashion and societies allows for insights into the evolution of idealized standards of beauty. Understanding the influence of art, literature, and media reveals how societal expectations shape our perception of beauty and the intellectual frameworks that surround it. This appreciation of beauty is a meditative exploration that allows one to observe, discern, and analyze the visual elements that contribute to the allure of women. This detached perspective that I have enables a keen eye to recognize the interplay between physical attributes, proportions, and grooming practices, ultimately shaping a holistic understanding of beauty. By divorcing the analysis from personal emotions or connections, the intellectual appreciation remains detached, purely focused on the visual aesthetics and objective qualities that define the allure of women. It enables a deeper understanding of the complexities and nuances of beauty, advancing discourse and adding to the intellectual tapestry that I possess that surrounds aesthetic appreciation.